One decision, one split second. Hi, my name is Tanya. At the age of 16, I left school, followed my dream of working as a station hand and got a job on a sheep farm in northwest New South Wales. I enjoyed and loved life and spent my weekends with mates, riding motorbikes, horse riding, fishing, dancing and partying. On an October long weekend, some friends and I travelled to another town to a music event. When we came home, my friends went to the local hot artesian swimming area. After they left, I decided to follow in my boyfriend's van. One decision. One split second. I lost control of the van and went over a culvert rolling the van. I could hear the metal twisting, ripping and tearing as the van rolled 3 times. It all happened in slow motion. It was dark, I was alone, I was trapped, I couldn't move my legs, I was scared, I could smell petrol. I thought the van was going to catch fire and explode. I thought I was going to die. I really thought I was going to die. I had to be cut out of the van by the SES and was taken to the local hospital, then flown to Sydney. My accident happened at 2 a.m. in the morning. I arrived at Royal North Shore Hospital at 5 p.m. that afternoon. I had sustained life-threatening injuries. Once again, I thought I was going to die. In one split second, I had fractured my spine and severed my spinal cord. I'd fractured my sternum, clavicle and scapula. I had punctured and collapsed the lung and ruptured my spleen. I had to have life-saving surgery. I remained in hospital for 7 months. My dad had to stop working to come to Sydney. My sister had to stay with friends and change schools. I then stayed at a rehabilitation centre for 18 months. This was a very lonely, sad, confusing, frustrating and emotional time. I had to relearn to dress, shower, go to the toilet and use a wheelchair. It was hard to accept not being able to do the things I used to love doing. I missed not being able to spend my weekends with mates, riding motorbikes, horse riding, fishing, dancing and partying. I had to also learn to do everything from a wheelchair, drive with hand controls and learn new work skills. It was about 3 years before I was able to move back to my family home. Our home had to be modified so it was accessible for my wheelchair. When I first got home it was hard. Friends and I drifted apart because I could no longer do the things we used to do together. I have since left my hometown. I moved to a bigger town so I could find a job. I undertook university and TAFE studies and worked full-time for 20 years. In 2010, at the age of 41, I medically retired because of ongoing health issues. I have been in a relationship with a wonderful man since 1994. I now love and enjoy life. I cherish every day and every breath I take. I no longer take anything for granted and know that I do not have control of what is going to happen to me, but I do have control over what decisions I make to keep myself healthy and safe. My motto is life better than the alternative. If there is anything I would like you to learn from my story, it is that you are young and have your whole life ahead of you. Be careful in all the decisions that you make, and if you take risks, think of the consequences beforehand. I didn't think that anything could ever happen to me. I did not have a driver's license. I was an inexperienced driver. I was not wearing a seatbelt. I should not have been driving that van. It only took one decision and one split second, and mine and my family's lives were changed forever. 28 years ago I was 10 foot tall and bulletproof. Now I'm 2 foot tall and riddled with bullet holes. It's created by Tanya Fitch in 2013.